Hey guys, what's up? Jessica Cabesi here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be color grading the photo that you guys chose in my Instagram story poll. This was the photo that you guys picked for me to edit, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to transform this photo and make it have some really nice warm and golden tones. I really love how the coloring turned out, so I'm really excited to show you guys how to, make this photo a lot nicer. Now, before I begin, I want to let you guys know I really wanted to show the retouching for this image. Unfortunately, my computer was acting super slow. I mean, if it wasn't a race, it would be a turtle with a broken leg. It was way down. So it was going slow, so I wanted to show you guys before and after, just kind of walk through the retouch real quick with you guys, and then we're going to jump into the color grading. So let me show you guys the before and after. This is before, and this is after. She had really good skin to begin with, so I didn't have to do too much retouching. This probably took me 10-15 minutes. And again, it's really simple. I use my frequency separation action for this. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, frequency separation is the technique that I use to retouch. And I find this, the best technique for me at least. I'm going to have a full tutorial link below if you want to learn how to retouch like this. So that looks pretty good for the frequency separation. Now we're going to get into the colors. So first thing that I want to do is desaturate this image just a little bit. And I like to do this so I can have a good base for my colors. So we're going to go to layer, new adjustment layer, black and white. So we're going to keep it at normal, and all we're going to do is just lower that opacity to about 10%. And as you can see, it just desaturates the image. Next thing we want to do is go to layer, new fill layer, and then solid color. Now for this, I want to choose a, really light beige color. And if you want the exact color that I'm using, I'm going to type this in because I wrote it down. Okay, yeah, I did write it down. Okay, so this is the exact color that I'm using. I think any color similar will be just fine, but I really want that same look. So here we go. It's in the orange category here. It's, again, just a light shade. And you want to keep this to normal, and you just want to lower the opacity to around 3%. Really? Okay, here we go. 3. Okay, there we go. It really just added some subtle color. It made the photo look a little bit washed out, which I wanted. I wanted just a little bit of that. So now we're going to go on over to black and white once again. Layer, new adjustment layer, and then black and white. You want to check that tint button, and whatever it comes out to, just keep it. It knows what we want. Like, we're cool with it. We hung out a bunch of times, so we good. Lower the opacity to about 40%. And then what you want to do is over here on the reds and the yellows, you do want to change that a little bit. So, and I'm just going to show you guys what it's going to look like. So if you're moving this tab right here, you can see it makes the picture darker and then lighter. So what we want to do is lower this just a tad bit. So we're going to do -7, and then this one, we're going to keep it to, let's just do 33. And then go from normal to soft light. And that just adds a nice base for our golden color, which we want. And, for this type of look, you want to layer things on. You don't want to just add in a layer and then just put it to color. So you don't want to do that. You want to layer. So then the next thing we're going to do is go on over to the curves layer. And again, these are all going to be located in the new adjustment layer section. Like, that's my neighborhood in Photoshop. That's where I go the most. Okay, so then we're going to stay on curves, and hopefully I replicate this curves layer exactly as I did before. We're gonna try. We're gonna see how this turns out. So for this look, I didn't want there to be any pure reds. I wanted it to be a little bit more vintage, I guess, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I can't even draw like a line. I don't even know what I did here. Okay, I'm sure this is looking kind of all right. Okay, here we go. So that's looking pretty good. I'm sure that's right. Whatever. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Here we go. That looks pretty good. And I can always just go back and tweak it. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. And then we're going to go on over to gradient map. And then I have a pink to kind of salmon pink gradient going on. It is so pretty. I don't know. That's really nice. I wish I could do something with that color. Put it on a wall or something. I don't even know how that would work, but it might. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I just really like those colors together. Go from normal to soft light. And then we're going to set the opacity to around 27. So this is adding a nice peachy kind of tone to the photo, which I just love. Look how it changed that picture dramatically. I wish everything in my life was that dramatic. Like, here's just add a layer to my life. Okay. And then what we want to do next is go on over to photo filter. And by the way, the really nice thing about gradient map is you can add in you can literally just press this gradient map, like go back to that layer, press this gradient map, and for some reason you want to just see other colors, just click the different types of gradients and you can see right away how they're going to affect your image. Isn't that amazing? You can play around with this all day. The possibilities are endless. So really, it's whatever type of vibe you're going for. Again, we're going for a type of like golden, peachy kind of tone. So that's why I chose that pinky gradient. Back to photo filter. We are going to set this to color. I'm keeping everything the same. And we are just lowering that opacity. And again, we want to just be very subtle. We don't want to, again, we don't want to do this. Like, you don't want to go the whole way unless you want to, maybe you do. Then this tutorial is over. Next thing we want to do is going over to selective color. First things first, let's go on over to neutrals. And I'm just going to add 8 to blacks so that we can make them a little bit more contrasted here. As you can see, I'll show you guys if I toggle this back and forth, the difference that makes. I think it just adds a little bit more contrast to the skin. And then the blacks, I'm just gonna go ahead and input the numbers that I wrote down. Okay, here we go. I mean, really, you should play around in selective color. It's one of my favorite layers in Photoshop. You can do so much. You can really transform the entire picture. I mean, look at what I did in just this tab and one tab in neutral. So we're going on over to whites as well. And again, I got these numbers by just toggling back and forth and kind of seeing what I like. So now that we've tackled the blacks, neutrals, and whites only for this, I want to go ahead and just do one more layer, and that's going to be another curves layer. And we're going to go on over to the green layer right here. And hopefully I can get this right to make it look like what I had before. It's funny because I try to do this the second time and it doesn't look anything like it. I'm like, okay, I tried. At least I tried, right? Okay, here we go. So I still want that peachy look, the peachy golden tone. And I love this layer too because you can add, it just adds in an extra pop of color, which I like. I'm not going to play around with that too much. I'm going to go on over to the blue. And I want to just lower this to add a little bit of yellow in here. There we go. Like, am I doing this? Does this look okay? I think when you stare at something for so long, it doesn't help that I have vertigo and I'm just like, is this correct? But I don't trust myself. Okay, here we go. But it's okay, guys. I'm getting over it. It's good. Like, I'm good now. I'm healthy. I'm getting healthier. Doing exercises at home. Watching lots of YouTube videos. on how to cure myself. So there we go. We just added a little pop of color. Isn't that really nice? Love it. Okay, awesome. Let's do a complete before and after. And also one thing I like to do is just toggle each thing on and off. See if one of them is messing up, you know. If one of them's not doing their job, they gotta go, you know. So I like to just toggle them on and off. And then you can kind of just adjust from there. If you want to just higher the opacity on some of them, you can. Which is what I like to do. So there we go. It looks like gradient map really did make a difference. Did you guys see that? Isn't that crazy? There we go. And then the black and white also made a huge difference. I mean, all the layers really work together. I wish my family was like this. Just joking. I love you guys. I'm just joking. If I didn't know, my family's not gonna watch this. Whatever, it's fine. So let me show you guys a complete before and after. So this is before. This is after. See, you don't need any sun. If you're from me and you're from the Midwest, like who needs the summer? Just give us the snow all year round. We don't look at this. We don't need vitamin C or D or any of the vitamins. Really, we got Photoshop, so we're good. So let me show you guys a quick before and after. This is before, and this is after. And let me show you guys a complete before and after with the retouching as well. That's before, and that's after. So I really hope you guys like this tutorial. I absolutely love how this looks. You guys can go ahead and apply this to your other photos. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to see more tutorials like this. Really want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.